Hey there everyone, welcome back to Popsicle. My name is Pops, and today we are going to start a brand spanking new go at Medieval Dynasty. Oh, Dynasty. We're going to set up a completely new game. We're going to hopefully make this into a short series. I just wanted to show you before we start the play settings that I've set up. Everything is default, normal difficulty, 3 days, etc., all the way through. We've not limited ourselves on anything. Needs are all as they should be. We're going to include the bandits, poisoning, temperature, and everything like that can take effect. Now the only thing we have changed is fast crafting. This basically is more for the purposes of the video than anything else, so we don't all have to sit there for 5 minutes watching our character make 53 knives just ticking away on the screen. So it'll just make it a bit quicker if we include the fast crafting. Apart from that, it's all as it should be. So without further delay, let's crack on.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
So, all very dramatic so far. Let's get through this loading screen and we'll make a start. We need to decide on where we're going to build our village. When we get to the dialogue sections, because some of them are so long, I am actually going to zip through them. I'll try and give you an idea of what was said. But to be honest, there's no point us all sitting here for 5 minutes going through a conversation that I can tell you about in 10 seconds flat. So we'll skip some of the dialogue, and hopefully that'll make the game proceed a little bit quicker. As soon as we get loaded up. Right, here we go. So just before we do anything else, let's just collect some sticks and stones, and then we've got a little bit of something in our armory. Not many stones up here. Okay, so as we can see, our first objective is to go and talk to Unigos, the Castilian. Stone. We're not going to sit and listen to everything he's got to say because we'll be here for ages. Just before we go too much further, let's make ourselves an axe. We'll put the axe, it's already put it into number 1, so we'll go with that. And we're going to head off down the hill to see the Castilian himself. What we'll probably do is just chop us down a tree, get a log, then we can make a hammer, which we will need shortly. Okay, now we've got a log, we can make a hammer. Press the shift key. It means we can run a little quicker if we don't run into things. And let's go and find our mate Unigost. He's going to tell us all about his well, first of all he's going to tell us that our uncle, which is who we're looking for, is unfortunately no longer with us. He's then going to tell us how he met our uncle and how they formed themselves into a minor pack of renegades, really. So let's go and see him, and we'll flick through the dialogue if we can find him. He's in the pub. My man, what have we got to say? So basically he's told us we can have some land, but we need to sort of get some resources together to start off with. So we'll close that. Oh, to cut down a tree we'll need an axe. We've actually already got an axe, but we're going to have to build another one or craft another one just to get through the chapter here. But it won't do us any harm having a couple of axes. Have we already got? Yeah, we've already got enough to. So hammer we're going to put in slot 2 down here just for ease of access. We've got a spare axe now which will either store somewhere or hide somewhere if we're carrying too much weight. We've only got 35 kilos to start off with, so carrying an extra 2.5 kilos around is probably not a grand idea. So we need to gather straw, cut down trees. This is a fairly recent addition to the game. This guy is essentially a taxi. If you need a ride, you can pay to go to one of those locations, but we don't need him for the moment. Let's just go and get some reed. Halfway there. There we go. That's all the straw we need. Let's just have a quick drink while we're here. And then we need to cut down 5 trees. What we'll do is before we do that, let's gather up some sticks. And some stones, if we can find any. Stone. Sticks. Sticks. What we're going to do is we're going to just make ourselves a few knives, and we're just going to go back into the town and sell them, just so we've got a bit of money in our pocket, because we start out with pretty much nothing. I think we might have 50 coin, but until such time as we create, okay, sticks we've got. Stone, stone. Oh, loads of stones. This is what we like. Oh, dandelion. Didn't really want that, but okay. We've hit a bit of a weight limit here. Let's craft some knives. So we'll craft all 7. Okay, so that's all 7 knives done. Just keep picking up some stones for the moment. Eight, 9. Let's get, if we can get an even number for a start. 1 more, 2 more. There's 2 there. Again, we've sort of hit a bit of a weight limit. Let's knives. We can do another 6. You'll note as you do your knives, once your knives are finished, the weight will go down a lot, because the knives weigh less than the stones and the sticks that have been used to make them. So we've got 13 knives. Let's just, before we do anything else, got another one, another stone, just 1 more stone. Bum 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 bum. Oh, there's 2 there as well. Okay, so we've got 8 stones. How many sticks we got? 10. We need 40. It's 2 stones and 5 sticks. So if my maths is right, we need 40 sticks just to make the next batch of knives. 38. What we want, close enough. My maths wasn't right, was it? Okay, let's just go and sell. We've unlocked the workshop. We got somebody, yeah. Let's go and talk to this young lady.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
in the
too.
valley.
Okay, love, what I want you to do is buy my knives. of them except one. So that added 320 coin. So we've now got a little bit in our back pocket. So we'll say farewell
Have a good
here.
day.
What we're going to do is we're going to chop down the trees, and then we're going to build a house. But what we'll do first is we'll just have a quick look at the map and decide whereabouts we're going to build our village, because there is no point in us cutting down trees here and then lugging them halfway across the map. So there are some fairly good places to start looking at a village, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to something which is sort of fairly traditional, I think, around here, because there's plenty of flat land. There's plenty of access then to a lot of these local villages around here. It's not a million miles. Maybe we'll go here. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll go here and we'll just see about along that road. Let's have a run over there and see what it's looking like, and we'll get some trees chopped down in the meantime. Oh, we've come up with a little bit of a treat on the way. Plank, we'll have that. Another axe, we may as well have it. It's normally 3 things. What am I missing? Torch, yeah, we need a torch, we'll have that. Okay, let's have a look around here. I've just noticed we've got a pile of stuff here. Mead, another axe, log, stone. Right, that's just actually put us slightly over the weight limit, but I think here is probably as good a place as any to start thinking about yeah, maybe a bit further down. We'll keep going to the waypoint. Okay. Here I'm liking the look of. Let's go and chop some of these trees down, and then we'll see about building ourselves a house. Okay, so building a house. Building menu can be accessed through the creation menu. Select the building you wish to construct and find a proper place for it. Structures cannot be built too close to other villages and require a relatively flat surface. To fully construct a building you need a hammer equipped. While building houses you can choose the materials you wish to use for each wall. Blah blah blah. Okay, so hammer, we did hammer. So let's just pop back to the roadside. Yeah, I think we may as well just Go for it. Some obstacles blocking us. Boom. Let's just go for it there. So, we're going to need 8 stones. When we walked up here originally, it looked like there was quite a few stones here, so we'll get them picked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Come on, old chap, you can do this. Obviously now we're carrying way too much weight, but as it's not far, we'll just let this play out. We'll get rid of the stones and the logs fairly quickly with the house. Okay. Start building the frame. Oh, food. Right, okay, our food's getting low, but we're carrying some food to start off with. Right, let's go and pick up the rest of these logs that we chopped down. Nope. I'm gonna beat them into submission. Okay, back to our house. As soon as you equip the hammer, you can see the ghost of your frame. Nope, too close. No, not close enough. There we go. There's our frame. Logs and sticks. Okay, our house is starting to take shape. It's got a little bit further to go. What we're going to do now, though, is we are just going to have a quick bite to eat. What have we got? So we're on 40 out of 100. We can sell that mead. We're not going to drink it. An oat roll is worth 55, so we'll just have one of them. Yeah, that's nicely put us back up. Yeah, the mead we can sell next time we go back to one of the local villages. So let's just crack on. Get some more logs. We've got enough straw, so just some logs and sticks, and then we'll have a house. And there we go, our very first, very basic dwelling. Telling us to go and get some water, which probably isn't a bad idea. Let's just we're just going to collect some of these logs. And stones. Must have more logs. We chopped down more than that, didn't we? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, for the moment, we're just going to get ourselves a stash of logs and stones that we're going to dump behind the house, so that we know where they are. It's rock. And obviously, as you can see, we're going to do all that in slow motion. So let's just face the back of the house, have a look in our inventory. Logs, 8. We're going to drop those. So X, E to drop them all, F to confirm it, come out of there. And that's our 8 logs now. We've still got 8 logs, so next building we've got an 8 log head start. Likewise, we've got a plank that we can drop. We've got straw, stones, we'll keep hold of those, sticks, we'll keep hold of those, feathers, we'll keep hold of those. Right, so that's the plank, and that's freed us up weight wise. No end. We're just gonna have a quick drink. And then let's have a look at what we need to do. A beautiful moon. So set a rabbit trap. What do we need for a rabbit trap? Traps, rabbit trap. Yeah, we got plenty there. Let's just put it by the front door, and we won't forget about it. Make a wooden spear. So we need a log, and then we've got to hunt a wild animal and survive the season. So while we've got our axe out, let's just grab a few more logs. We'll create a spear. Actually, what we're going to do is we're just going to, at least 3 would be handy. So we're just going to arm ourselves a little bit better. Spears. We've got loads of axes, so we need to get rid of some of those. We'll put those in the chest. Spears we need to put into, right, spears we're going to put into 1 because we want our weapon in 1, and then axe we're going to put into 2, and a hammer we're going to put into 3. We could also put a knife maybe into just 8, so it's there if we want it. The torch we don't actually need to preload, if you like. It'll just load itself when we press F. So let's go back to the house, drop some stuff off, maybe get a good night's kip, and see where we go from there. So open the chest. So that's our coin. Feathers. We can transfer all of those into the chest. We don't need to be carrying those around. Sticks and stones will hang on too, because we'll just make knives as we approach anywhere. And straw, well, it's a bit random. We've got one. We're going to keep all that little lot in the hope that we can then sell the mead. We're wearing all the stuff we're wearing. Okay, so axes, we're just going to transfer that one and that one and that one. So we've got one axe left. We don't need the simple torch for the moment. We're going to keep all the spears with us just in case. So a hammer, torch, knife, axe, and some spears. Okay, let's get some kip. Birdie. So what we're going to do now is we are going to hunt for a wild animal, and then we're going to go back to Gustovia and continue the next bit of the quest. In the meantime, other than hunting the animal, the only other thing we have to do is survive for the next 2 days, and we've done our season. So at that point we're going to take a break here, and hopefully you'll join me for episode 2, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon.